Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome. Have you ever just stopped and wondered about that little voice inside your head? You know, that gut feeling, that inner compass that nudges you and tells you what feels right and what feels wrong? Well, today we're going to explore a really profound theological answer to where that voice comes from, and believe it or not, it all starts with your soul's very first word.
Now, really think about it for a second. That deep, intuitive sense of morality, where does it actually come from? Is it just something we pick up from our parents or society? Or is it something we're born with, something much, much deeper that's already wired into us?
And you know, this whole idea of an innate moral compass, it isn't a new question at all. It's a huge puzzle that philosophers, thinkers, and prophets have wrestled with for centuries. And the reason it's such a big deal is because it's a feeling that just about every human being shares.
It's so interesting because no matter where you look across different cultures, all throughout history, you find this exact same intuition. This sense that there's a higher moral order to the universe, and this feeling deep down that we're somehow accountable for our choices. And Islamic theology offers a very specific, foundational event to explain why we all feel this.
Okay, so let's get right into it. The answer we're talking about today is found in the 7th chapter of the Quran, Surah Al-A. There's a verse there that describes what you could call the origin story of our conscience. So try to picture this scene. Imagine a moment that exists outside of time, long before any of us had a physical body. God gathers every single human soul that would ever exist, past, present, and future. You, me, everyone. And he asks one single direct question: Am I not your Lord? And in perfect unison, every single soul responds, yes, we have testified. This is it. This is the primordial covenant, a foundational agreement between the Creator and every single one of us.
And this incredible moment is what establishes a core Islamic concept called the fitrah. The fitrah is that innate disposition, that natural wiring we're all born with. It's that pull towards recognizing a higher power and a moral truth. So from this perspective, your conscience isn't just a random feeling. It's an echo. It's a deep spiritual memory of your soul's original yes. Now, what's really fascinating here is that there's a bit of a debate among scholars about how to interpret this event. Some understand it as a literal metaphysical gathering that actually happened before we were born. Others see it as a powerful metaphor for that universal moral intuition that God simply places inside our very nature. But here's the bottom line, and this is so important. Whether you view it as a literal event or a powerful metaphor, the conclusion is exactly the same. This covenant, this testimony, establishes the foundation for our moral responsibility. It means we are all created with the capacity to know right from wrong. And because of that, we are accountable for our choices. We can't just plead total ignorance.
And the Quran doesn't waste any time building on this idea of accountability. In fact, the very next verse anticipates and then totally dismantles one of the oldest excuses in the book.
And here it is, the classic excuse. You know the one. Hey, don't blame me. I was just doing what I was taught. It's what my parents did, and their parents before them. Why should I get in trouble for just following the family tradition? It's a powerful and, let's be honest, a very relatable defense.
But the Quranic rebuttal is just as direct. The primordial covenant establishes individual moral agency. That yes from before you were born, that was your testimony. It belongs to you, and it overrides any custom or tradition you happen to inherit. The message is crystal clear. You can't just pass the moral buck to your ancestors, because you have your own internal compass.
So what you end up with is this really clear pathway to responsibility. Think of it like a formula. Step 1, you have evidence, the signs of God all around you and in Revelation. Step 2, you have your conscience, that innate fitrah from the original covenant. Step 3, you're given the freedom of choice. And those 3 things lead directly to step 4, responsibility. In this framework, there really are no escape routes. Now, after laying out such a strict case for accountability, you might expect the tone to get pretty harsh, right? Maybe a bit judgmental. But the final verse of this passage reveals the ultimate purpose behind it all, and it's actually one of profound hope and incredible mercy. The key, the absolute heart of it, is that final phrase: perhaps they will return. This shows that the whole point isn't just about condemnation. It's an open invitation. The entire reason for spelling all this out, the covenant, the accountability, is to remind us of the path back to our original nature.
So the purpose here is remedial. It's meant to heal, to correct, not just to judge. It's a call to reawaken that deep memory of the soul's first yes. All the warnings and all the stories are presented as a form of divine compassion. They're tools designed to help us reconnect with who we truly are. It's just this beautiful balance of justice and mercy.
So let's zoom out one last time and put it all together. What are the big takeaways from this powerful, foundational concept of the primordial covenant?
Okay, here's what it all boils down to. First, that innate moral compass, the fitrah, isn't just a nice gift, it's a capacity that comes with a real obligation. Second, the covenant provides the ultimate answer to the question, why are we even accountable in the first place? Well, because every soul already testified. Third, divine stories and verses aren't just history lessons, they are powerful tools for moral correction and our return to God. And finally, justice and mercy are not opposites, they're two sides of the same coin. The accountability is absolutely real, but the door to return is always open.
And that leaves us with one final powerful question to reflect on. If this teaching is true, if your soul's very first word was an affirmation, a yes to your Lord, then the only question that truly matters is this: what is your life's answer going to be?